All right. I think it looks like it's about time now. So thank you everyone for joining us today, this afternoon or whatever time it is, wherever you're joining us from. Thank you for joining us for the Discovering Gifted Arts and Music webinar hosted by our own Dr. Lena Lee. Without further ado, I'll just pass it over to her. I just want to remind everyone to please keep yourself muted during the presentation. And if you have any questions during the presentation, feel free to put them in the chat. And we will also be having a question and answer session at the very end. So yeah, without further ado, I'll give it over to Lena.
Thank you, Gavin. Welcome everybody to the webinar today. My name is Lena. As Gavin introduced, I teach music and I direct the Gift Arts music program, music and drama program here. I had years of working with high school students. I am very passionate about the arts. I would like to show you guys a video of one of my vocal students, Alexis. She studied with me for 1 year, and this is a concert she sang last December. It's a great joy to work with talented young people like Alexis and accompany them during their musical growth. So what we offer here at Laureate College, we offer an enriched high school curriculum. We have a lot of chances for the people to get involved, for the young people to engage in the community. There will be master classes with guest artists from surrounding regions, from Toronto and also Oakville, all nearby cities. Now, every student also got a very tailored approach. We have teachers and counselors who can guide them in terms of their courses planning, in terms of what auditions, what summer programs they can enter. Upon graduation, the students or the music students will obtain a high school diploma as well as a Laureate College Arts Pathway Certificate. The certificate is issued at the end of grade 12. In addition to this, students will also get prepared if they want to go into music major in a college or university. So here we can see a breakdown of the areas in music that we have. For music, we offer vocal and instrumental training. Now, in terms of vocal, we further go into classical and musical theater. As for instrumental, we welcome all orchestral instruments, band instruments, and piano. Now, to be enrolled in the gift arts program, students will have to complete a number of things in order to be considered as part of the gift arts program. So they have to take two arts courses each school year. Now, among these two arts courses, they do not have to be music. They could be mix and match, but one of the arts courses has to be music. For example, Alexis will have to take a vocal course 1 year. Now, in addition to that, she can take either a drama or art, or she could take another music course. So we encourage students to take different forms of art courses. It doesn't have to be limited to music. Every year, students have to complete 110 hours of arts-related activities, including lessons and performances. This 110 hours will be outside of the high school classes that they take. For example, if they join a choir once a week for an hour, then they get once an hour. This will count towards their 110 hours. If they sing for a community group, or if they perform outside of school and they put in 3 hours into performance, or they put in 10 hours into the rehearsal and preparation, that goes towards the 110 hours. So the reason behind 110 hours is to encourage students to explore what outside of the high school music courses we have. Students are encouraged to attend master classes. We do invite many talented artists, professionals to come into Laureate College. This way, the students do not have to go outside of the school. They can directly benefit from these guest artists coming into our school. We organize arts field trips. So far, we had two already. Students really enjoyed going to one opera trip earlier in February. We went to Theatre Aquarium, and the program was actually operated by an opera company in Toronto called Opera Atelier. So on that art trip, students were able to attend a drama and acting workshop. They were able to tour around the whole facility and see how costumes and props were being made. They were really delighted, especially with the acting and sword playing, learning how to die fake, how to fight each other without getting hurt. So it was really fun for the kids. Even the visual art students really enjoyed it. They also get to hear a professional singer giving a small concert, a recital, and then talking about the repertoire, talking about characters. So the arts trip is what we offer here as well. We constantly look out for interesting opportunities for our students. In March, we took students to Toronto to see the show Come From Away. So these kind of trips happen each year. Sometimes they're more towards drama, sometimes more towards singing, sometimes more visual arts. But we try to organize 2 to 3 art trips for kids each year. We have something called Arts Council here in our school. Being in a gift art student, they are automatically considered to be part of the Arts Council. The Arts Council takes place during school hours and sometimes after school hours. So kids get together under guidance of teachers. They will work on art projects or music or drama projects. They could be working towards an auction, developing labels, or for the music students, they will be prepping for the concerts that's coming up, any shows, any showcase that we have. So here, students get to put in their ideas, get to see their ideas being realized. We have 2 major concerts each year, one in December called the Candlelight Concert, and the other one in May called Mother's Day Concert. These 2 concerts are a mix of professionals and our own students, as well as some of the most talented young musicians in the surrounding cities. The goal is for kids to have a chance to show their talents for their families, for their friends, for them to gain stage presence, gain stage experience, performing experience. These are also really great chance for them to get a professional videos and audios done in case they want to apply for summer programs or any young artist programs. Students are encouraged to take part in competitions. Competition is a big part for music and drama. This past year, Alexis has participated in 2 competitions already. In fact, I was just accompanying her this morning in Hamilton, singing and competing in the Hamilton Music Festival, where she just won the first place in her class. So competitions is a way for kids to see other people, how other young people are making arts. People outside of school, and how different teachers teach. So here we only get mostly me, I'm the music teacher here, get me talking. But when they go into music festivals, go to other cities, they hear different artists talking about art forms. So I think competitions are great for our kids. To be considered in the program, students have to maintain 80% attendance. We do understand sometimes they get sick, they can't sing or they can't play. It's all understandable, but we also need to make sure the kids are accountable. So they have to attend 80% in whether it's in their choir, in their instrumental ensemble, in their performances. So on the right hand side, you can see a schedule of what a day looks like for our students. The AM course starts at 8:30. From 9:45 to 10:45 is the independent period. During this period, students could be practicing on their voice on their instruments. They could be working on an arts council project, um, or they could be just working independently on whatever that's on their hand. From 10:45 until 12 is the second AM course. 12 o'clock to 12:45 is the lunch. So after 2 p.m. courses starting at 3:15, we have after school programs, which include private lessons, ensemble for singing or for instrumental playing. We have group classes and community activities. Also, students take this chance to gain volunteer hours. So here at Laureate College, we have special talks or topics provided by professional musicians, actors, and university professors. So this past year, we had Stephen Joffe, which is a professional Canadian actor, coming here to work with our music and drama students specifically, and kids have really loved it. Coming up in the fall, we're going to have a Western professor in voice coming to visit our school, giving our students some some coaching in voice. And I have asked her to talk especially about bridging the different genres together because I feel music is always evolving and changing so fast, and kids have to be able to make connections between these different types of music and know what they're good at. So besides the regular high school music courses in our after school program, we also try to help kids with theory, history, and playing technique, and try to get all of this covered before they head off to university. All of our trips are tied in with the school curriculum, and very often they're going to have an assignment that's tied in to the trip. For example, if they have seen Come From Away, uh, when they come back in their music class, an assignment will be discuss the significance of the music or the Canadian heritage in this musical. Right, so you're talking about all these arts ideas reflected in the musical art. So when kids get to grade 11, grade 12, they are required to complete a jury. So this resembles the structure in the university, which is a test on your major instrument or on your voice. Um, this jury is about 10 to 15 minutes, and depending on the instrument or vocal, they have different requirements. Again, the goal is to make sure the students are progressing doing the work and they have a complete package ready to show when they leave here from Laureate College. Now here are two cute pictures of students you can see from again from our last year's December concert. At the bottom left is our junior choir of Burlington Children's Choir, and at the top our seniors choir in combination with another teenager choir from Oakville. It's called Oakville Stars. So Oakville Stars is also a community choir that I conduct and that have been established for a number of years. They have been winning uh, the top 10 in the CBC music classroom competition, which is the largest competition for all of the high school music students. Uh, in our after school here at Laureate College, we offer private lessons. This is one-on-one lessons, usually studying with me for voice and piano, or if it's a different instrument or band instrument, we have other teachers who can come and teach the students. We offer group lessons Also, for such as in drama and piano, this will be a more beginner and foundation, especially for instruments. Now, for drama, it is usually taught better in a group setting. We have a choir that happens once a week on Monday afternoons. Currently, is once a week, called Burlington Children's Choir. And for students who play orchestral instruments, we also connect them to our local orchestras, so they have a chance to play with other players and get to perform regularly. We have chamber ensembles, and we organize co-op placements in arts organizations such as the Hamilton Film Festival and School of Media Arts, or at Theater Aquarium. Last time when we went to Theater Aquarium, we had one student who was really interested and really wanted to get a chance to do co-op in one of the theaters. So the arts trips have been really eye-opening and wonderful. So the kids know what they want to do, and they get to try things they haven't tried before. All of our gift our students in music drama automatically get a place in concerts. I always try to choose the best players, the best singers for the concerts. And as I mentioned before, we also invite professional musicians to come. So this way, the students get to work with different professional musicians and also get to hear and get to see what other people sound like. Some of these after-school programs are offered in combination with the community. For example, in our Burlington Children's Choir, for our junior choir, most of the kids are currently outside of school, but in our senior choir, almost everybody is from inside Laureate College. So some of these after-school programs are also open towards the community. And it's another way for our music students and drama students to meet people outside of school. So now I would like you to show you another music performance played by Saho. Saho was an exchange student from Japan, and she took grade 11 piano here at Laureate College with me. You can see the beautiful chapel here we have at Laureate College. This is where we will hold our major concerts. Let me fast forward. I accidentally wanted to show this page to show how beautiful the chapel is. The acoustic is really quite amazing. We already had a few concerts here since I came here, and every time the acoustic was just quite amazing. And it's lucky the kids could just have a play perform here rather than having to go outside there. Saho was an exchange student, and she was here for 1 semester, from for 4 months, I believe. But she still made a lot of progress. We talk a lot about ideas. With more advanced students, I tend to talk about artistic ideas and expressions. Now, for the less experienced players, we work on building foundations and technique. So Saho took grade 11 piano with me, and by the end of the class, everybody had to present a mini concert, have a few pieces ready to be performed or memorized. And so to play a piece of this length and this time, it took a lot of practice and a lot of hard work. As I've mentioned earlier, we do have master classes and guest artists coming from time to time. So here are the two young artists we had for the past year. On the left-hand side, we have David Lin, who is an accomplished young violinist and conductor in the Toronto area. He studied at University of Toronto. He was a prize winner of numerous competitions, and he's a Royal Conservatory of Music certified teacher. He's not only accomplished in violin, he's also a wonderful pianist and studied with some of the best teachers in Canada. So he took his students and he brought his most talented students to play for our December concert. We also have Jessica Rosales on the right hand side, a young actress, very passionate, very inspiring young singer and actress, coaching our Burlington Children's Choir, and kids just really love her. She's always got a story to tell in her voice. She's always showing the love for music. I have worked with Jessica for a few years now, and I truly appreciate her as a professional and a young, inspiring teacher. So currently, we have Jessica Rosales coaching the acting and the movement for our choir students. She also is teaching the drama class for this past year. Now, here I would like to talk a little bit about course selection for the gift art students in music. As I mentioned previously, again, every student has to take two arts courses. One arts course had to be in their major, in their music or in drama. The other course could be any arts course. So on the left-hand side, we see a grade 9 course sample. Each term runs in 2 months. So here you can see AMU in term 4. AMU 2O stands for grade 10 music. So this student got a grade 10 music in the timetable. And ADA 2O on the right hand side is, I believe, it's drama. So this person's got 2 courses in the grade 10 timetable. In the grade 11 course table, on the right hand side, we have this person taking AVI4M at the bottom, which is visual art, grade 12 visual art, and TGJ3M, which is communication technology. So these both are considered arts courses, and they have an enriched arts curriculum to them, which means extra requirement and extra materials being taught to these students. Now, specifically, you can also see in the last column, in the last row, this is term 5 July and co-op. We do encourage students, all of the art students, to take co-op because these courses will give them real hand opportunities and to engage with people around them. This is also to build connections for people in the professional world to get to know these young people very early. So when they start looking for jobs, looking for opportunities to perform, they are known already to these artists. Now here is the audition process. I need to update my PowerPoint a little bit, but everyone does have to send in a application fee by a certain date, and they will have to request a 10 minutes consultation with the artistic director. They have to prepare a portfolio, and they will spend about 20 minutes with a judging panel, either online or in person. After 10 days of application, students will receive the notification whether they have been accepted into the program. So let's take a look at the bottom left for the vocal stream. Students have to prepare two contrasting pieces. Contrast means the pieces could be one fast and one slow. One could be contemporary, one could be Baroque music. One piece could be in English, the other piece could be in Spanish. So something that's contrasting in nature. Okay, any two contrast pieces, and they have to be well memorized and performed. They need to have one copy of sheet music for the judging panel, so the panel can follow along. They can bring their own accompanist or play a backing track. Again, you will have to arrange this ahead of time. Before the audition, you need to contact the artistic director and let us know how you will play your accompaniment. I can also play for the students as long as we have made this arrangement ahead of time. The students should bring any kind of extra paperwork, such as a resume, awards, or list of achievements. This will all help the judge to decide on whether a student will be accepted into the program. Besides just looking at how good the work is, we also consider, does the student have passion? Does the student have the communication ability to articulate what they want to do? Do the students have visions? Do they have any kind of goal? So we consider potentials and a lot of things as we take students, not just on how good a performance is. So sometimes, a child might have a bad day and not sing well. So then we look at all the other things in consideration with the performance. The singer should be ready to answer interview questions. Interview questions such as, why do you want to come to Laureate College? What do you want to do with your singing? Where do you see yourself? What do you see yourself doing in 5 to 10 years? Things like this. We want to have students. We want to make students into great and responsible citizens and patrons of arts. And we want to cultivate this love and nurture their love for music and drama, and hope they become, not everybody will become professionals, but they can all become arts and music lovers that will continue to support art and music education. For instrumentalists, we ask everybody to prepare two contrasting pieces with or without accompaniment. They must bring their own instrument except for the piano, which will be on site. They also need to have one copy of sheet music for the judging panel, show extra paperwork such as resume, awards, or list of achievements, and be ready to answer interview questions like the ones for vocal. And also, the students are welcome to ask questions. And when they're asking, we know that they're thinking a lot. So we love to answer questions as well and see how we can best meet the students' needs. Here is just a little bit of bio about me and my background. I graduated from Western University in piano performance. However, I always had a love for singing, so I also have a RCM grade 10 in voice. Later on, I obtained my Doctor of Musical Arts from Boston University in collaborative piano. I specialize in repertoire that's focused on instrumental and vocal. So in my doctorate, I didn't do too much solo performance, but I did all kinds of music besides solo piano performance. I especially work with a lot of singers, and many of my students have gone on to become professionals in schools, and many of my fellow classmates are teaching in universities. I have a higher education teaching certificate from Harvard University to train myself to become a better teacher. In terms of work experience, I worked as a vocal coach at Western and Boston University. So when I see a student, when I hear someone play and sing, I would have a pretty good idea of what level this person's at and whether she's ready for performance program or music education program. I'd be able to tell because I played for a lot of auditions. I've coached operas and I have done a lot of performances in Europe, United States, and Canada. I was a staff pianist at Boston Symphony Orchestra playing with young people. And currently, I'm more focused just teaching on high school. So my role here at Laureate College, besides teaching the regular enriched high school courses, I also oversee the Gift Arts program in collaboration with other artists and educators here. I conduct the Burlington Children's Choir, and I program all the arts and musical events at Laureate College. We have coming up a Mother's Day concert, and I'm the person who's organizing all of the performers, getting everybody rehearsed, and setting up the event. And I also provide a lot of guidance and support to our gift art students, whether they have trouble with academics or they have a special request to work with an artist, or whether they want to pick up a second instrument or take some private piano lessons. I'm the person that they can come to. So here are advantages of Laureate College. We are relatively small at this point, and I think there's a lot of great things that comes with a smaller school. You can choose courses based on your personal interests and goals. If you're in a large school, you might not always get so much attention. But here, we really strive to give every single student enough, kind of give every student attention and meet their needs. So they are able to choose courses based on their personal interest. They can directly engage with professionals without leaving the school. Again, that's the advantage of small school. We don't have as many competitions, so to give our students gets all of the great resources we bring into the school. The after-school programs are designed to address the needs of individual students. So if we have students who's just interested in acting for film, then we will try to get a film class started. If students who are interested in musical theater, then we'll try to get a musical theater. We'll aim to have musical theater. So we really listen to our students and see what they need and design program around there. We have a lot more opportunities to develop creative thinking, performance, and leadership skills. We have another visual art teacher, Ikshal, and she has also helped a lot and guided the visual art students in the Arts Council activities, especially. So we work together as a team and we help all our students to reach their full potential and to develop their musical skills, their performance skills, their thinking and leadership skills. So here comes to the end of my presentation. I would like to conclude the presentation with a choir performance by the Burlington Children's Choir.
Lena, you're just muted still.
Sorry about that. Uh, I just want to point out that the person who's playing the piano is Emilio Wugan. He is one of our music students here, and he just got accepted into University of Toronto's music performance program with a great scholarship. So he's a fantastic solo piano player, and he's just learning how to play accompaniment. So I had coach him and help him to play accompanying this Burlington Children's Choir for last Dispenser concert. Does anyone have any questions for me?
Yeah, feel free to either put them in the chat or just unmute your microphone if there are any questions. And if not, there were some questions that were sent to us as well by someone who was unable to attend. Let me just pull those up. Are there any performance or exhibition opportunities beyond regular classwork?
Yes, so we have a lot of competition experience opportunities. This actually is Friday. Emilio is going to play in the Hamilton Music Festival. We set kids up, and I recommend competitions for kids to go to. So we have a lot of competition opportunities. They had a chance to sing for the sisters here at Laureate College, and we also try to get them out of school to perform for the community.
And there's a couple more questions as well that were sent to me. One of them is, what is the school's approach to collaboration between different art forms?
We do hope students will get a bigger view of arts and of how ideas are reviewed through different forms of arts. So we really encourage students from different disciplines to collaborate and work with each other. So, for example, when we have an art showcase, we try to make all of the gifted school, gifted, sorry, I can't speak, gifted our students to work together and they can contribute their ideas and to presenting an art showcase all together. So we strongly encourage that. We also do that through encouraging them to take classes. For example, we have a Samantha who is a grade 10 visual art student. She is taking piano lesson with me because she's also very interested in music. So we try to make kids engaging in as many arts activities as possible.
And I think this is the last question here is, are there any professional or college level art opportunities for students while they're still attending the high school?
Yes. So again, I look out for performances opportunities or master classes in universities, and I try to encourage students to go there or I take them there. And sometimes we also invite university professors from schools to come into Laureate College to work with our own students. So I think these are all opportunities for our kids to benefit and to work with higher education level teachers.
All right, excellent. Is there any more questions that we could answer for anyone? And if not, then I think I think that we will conclude it here. Thank you everyone greatly for joining us today. We are recording the meeting and we're going to be uploading it to YouTube, so we will send the link for anyone who wants to review it once more. And yeah, thank you, Lena, for taking us through the presentation, and thanks again to everyone for joining us.
Thank you, Gavin.